Hey there, book lovers and history buffs. Have you ever heard of Oliver Goldsmith? If not, you're in for a treat today. We are diving into the life of one of the most versatile writers of the 18th century. Goldsmith was a man of many talents, novelist, playwright, poet, and essayist. But his journey to literary fame was far from smooth. So, grab a cup of tea and let's explore the fascinating world of Oliver Goldsmith. Oliver Goldsmith was born in 1728 in Ireland. The exact date and place of his birth are still debated by historians. Some say it was November 10th in Pallas, County Longford. Others argue it was November 29th in Alphen, County Roscommon. Regardless of the exact details, Goldsmith's early life was marked by humble beginnings. His father was a poor Anglican curate who struggled to make ends meet. Despite their financial difficulties, Goldsmith's parents valued education. They sent young Oliver to several local schools where he showed early promise. At the age of 9, Goldsmith had a life-changing experience. He contracted smallpox, which left his face badly scarred. This physical mark would affect his self-esteem for the rest of his life. In 1744, Goldsmith entered Trinity College in Dublin. He was a sizar, a student who performed menial tasks in exchange for reduced fees. His time at Trinity was not particularly successful. He often neglected his studies and was known for his love of socializing. After graduating in 1749, Goldsmith tried his hand at various careers. He attempted to become a clergyman but was rejected. He then studied law but quickly abandoned it. Next, he tried medicine, traveling to Edinburgh and Leiden to study. In 1756, Goldsmith embarked on a walking tour of Europe. He traveled through Flanders, France, Switzerland, and Italy. This journey would later inspire his famous poem, The Traveller. Returning to London in 1756, Goldsmith struggled to make a living. He worked as an usher in a school, a physician, and a proofreader. Finally, he found his true calling as a writer. Goldsmith began writing for various London periodicals. He contributed essays, reviews, and articles on a wide range of topics. His writing style was clear, elegant, and often humorous. In 1761, Goldsmith met Samuel Johnson, the famous literary figure. Johnson became a close friend and mentor to Goldsmith. This friendship opened doors for Goldsmith in London's literary circles. Goldsmith's first major work was The Citizen of the World in 1762. It was a collection of essays written from the perspective of a Chinese visitor to London. The book was well received and established Goldsmith as a talented writer. In 1764, Goldsmith published The Traveller, a philosophical poem. This work brought him significant critical acclaim. It was praised by Samuel Johnson and earned Goldsmith membership in Johnson's famous literary club. Goldsmith's most famous novel, The Vicar of Wakefield, was published in 1766. The story of how it came to be published is an interesting tale in itself. Goldsmith was reportedly behind on his rent and facing arrest. He sent for his friend Samuel Johnson, who came to his aid. Johnson took the manuscript of The Vicar of Wakefield to a publisher. He sold it for £60, enough to pay off Goldsmith's debts. The Vicar of Wakefield tells the story of a country clergyman and his family. It's a sentimental novel that combines humor with social commentary. The book was an immediate success and has never been out of print since its first publication. In 1768, Goldsmith turned his hand to playwriting. His first play, The Good-Natured Man, was moderately successful. But it was his second play that would cement his reputation as a dramatist. She Stoops to Conquer premiered in 1773 and was an instant hit. This comedy of manners is still performed today. It's known for its witty dialogue and clever plot twists. Despite his literary success, Goldsmith struggled financially throughout his life. He was known for his generosity and often gave away money as soon as he earned it. He also had a weakness for gambling, which further strained his finances. Goldsmith never married, but he had several close friendships. Besides Samuel Johnson, he was close to Sir Joshua Reynolds and Edmund Burke. These friendships were important to Goldsmith, who often felt like an outsider in London society. In addition to his creative works, Goldsmith was also a prolific non-fiction writer. He wrote histories of England, Rome, and Greece. While these works were popular in their time, they're not considered historically accurate by modern standards. Goldsmith's last major work was The History of the Earth and Animated Nature. This natural history book was published in 1774, shortly after his death. It was a commercial success but was criticized for its scientific inaccuracies. Oliver Goldsmith died on April 4, 1774, at the age of 45. The cause of his death is believed to have been kidney failure. He was buried in the Temple Church in London. After his death, a monument was erected to Goldsmith in Westminster Abbey. The Latin inscription, written by Samuel Johnson, praises Goldsmith's versatility as a writer. Goldsmith's legacy lives on in his works, which continue to be read and performed. His writing is known for its simplicity, humor, and keen observations of human nature. He influenced many later writers, including Jane Austen and Charles Dickens, and there you have it, the life of Oliver Goldsmith. From humble beginnings in Ireland to literary fame in London. A man who tried his hand at many professions before finding his true calling as a writer? Goldsmith's story reminds us that sometimes the path to success isn't straightforward. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more literary biographies. And let us know in the comments, which of Goldsmith's works is your favorite? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep reading.